Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
It is what it is. Look at this shit, man. That shit poop. You gonna be thirsty as hell.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I am your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam.
Yep.
I got Emmanuel.
What's up?
And we got Mike Dam in the building. What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys.
How you feeling?
I'm good, man.
I'm good. So
Let's jump him.
So we brought Mike here. We about to initiate him into a new game. But no, we wanted to get on here and just kind of have a honest, open conversation with everybody. For those of you, go follow Mike in his vlogs that he's doing right now with the Damn Fam. He has his vlogs going on right now. We kind of just wanted to talk because he put out a video last week saying that he was leaving the group. Some people are like, all right, is he really leaving? Is the house breaking up? Is the world ending next week? People are just wondering. But we are all good. We are all here, except for Chaz. He's in Atlanta right now doing some work.
We gotta pull him up on FaceTime or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put him in, insert him in somewhere in here. But we just kind of wanted to just talk about what he has going on right now, where he's at in his life, and then just kind of let y'all know and be open and honest with y'all, which we love to do, and kind of what's Dormtainment's next moves here in the next 6 months to a year with everything going on with COVID and
Wrap it up, B.
wrap it up. Okay, all right, cool, bet. All right, bet. So yeah, what's up?
I liked it.
I was trying to get there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. You gotta explain it.
Yeah.
That's why.
You passed your turn.
Shut up.
And we also dealing with Rome having COVID, y'all.
I probably had it. I might have had it.
Mike probably got it right now. As much.
We all might have had it.
This is the funniest thing. You living your best life during the worst times. This nigga out here, I watch the vlogs. I'd be like, damn, this nigga's living.
Oh, he living life. Yeah.
I feel like I remember these times. But when I look at him, I'm like, oh, damn, I remember when life used to be like that.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about everything? What's up?
How you just gonna throw to me after that?
Yeah, what's good?
I thought it was a good throw. I don't know.
It's kind of.
All y'all took wrong turns.
What?
You shut your ass up.
All right, your turn. Nah, man, I feel good, man. It is a weird time.
Yeah.
I will address that, even not just with this, but just with everything, just with the world. Like even to be talking about this right now, kind of is very minuscule to what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I feel good. I feel honest and free, and like I feel like I'm at a time where it's time to I feel like I'm being pushed. I'm being forced to grow up a little bit. And a lot of stuff that I used to hold on to or wouldn't say, I find myself saying it now, just with more compassion and with better communication with the people around me. And it's helped me to be a little more of myself and y'all know I always kind of search for freedom with what I do. It starts from my hair to my clothes to my career and my art and what I like to do. And I always search for the most me I could find, the most different. And so even with this, I feel like for me, I feel like I'm searching for the most me right now, and sometimes I feel like I can be held back in a group setting, and it's no shade to everybody, but I do feel like I in order for me to grow to my full potential, to my like maximum capacity, because I see honestly like. Even for me to say this right now, it's kind of going to be a little, but I see myself in the light of like Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson and just a great Obama. Like I always saw myself being that great of a person, that most you know,
But there's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to.
Right.
A guy that owns jails, a pedophile,
you know what I'm
and a
saying?
president.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find a lot of bad stuff about all of these
Oh,
people.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Michael
saying? I don't.
Barack Jackson.
Michael Barack Jackson. That's Mike. Michael Barack Jackson.
But I always wanted to be the best at whatever I did, and if comedy was it, then I wouldn't see myself leaving the situation in the way that I chose to. But for a long time, y'all, it's like comedy's just been like, I love watching it, I love analyzing it, I love talking about it. I even like writing the shit. You know what I'm saying? And ideas come to me all the time. That's something I can't help. It's like that's been with me from a kid, and I feel like even coming to Dormtainment was a great outlet for all of us because it was like all that silly shit we used to think of. And we used to just talk about in class before we even met each other. And when me and Cam knew each other, we used to always talk about silly shit and freestyle and just be silly. And I feel like that just comes at us naturally. But it's not something that I wanted to do. I don't think I want to do forever. And that saying this even took a while because it was like, damn, man, this is going somewhere. We got 1 million subscribers. You know, we making money from this. We meeting people. I don't want to let this go. So for a long time, it was like, I'm just going to hold on to this. I can do both. I can always do both. I can do 3 things. I can do 4 things. I'm going to do this. But then as I got older, I'm like, man, I can't do all these things at once, man.
Knees ain't right, back ain't right.
You know what I'm saying? My energy,
Sleep.
my energy's not the same. You know, I used to be able to stay up till 4 a.m. and just do stuff and figure it out and be up and be energized and I have to force myself to go to sleep. Now I don't have to force myself to go to sleep. And the days are getting shorter, and you know, I just feel like
It's still 24 hours.
it's still you're right. It's still 24 hours, Cam. And you know, you get up at 5 a.m. you'll be good.
4:45.
Right. But you know, the rest is important to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Just as much as working hard is, I have to schedule like. If I work 5 hours, I want to rest a good amount. I want to work out as well. Balance. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I have to grow to understand. So
You're a Libra.
So understanding that come back to this. It's like I can't waste I can't do things that I'm half-assing. If you don't fully into it, don't do it.
Like I said, if you're born with 2 butt cheeks, you can't half-ass stuff.
Right. Well, yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. So
Can we get him off the podcast?
you know what I'm saying? You can't half-ass nothing you do, man. And I strongly believe that. And with the group with Dormtainment, I felt like for a long time I was trying not to half-ass it, and sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I probably put 90% and 95% in, and maybe even 100. But it was like, whoo, I don't want to do that no more. And then trying to do it again is like, whew, every time I do that, I feel like I'm losing myself. And it's like. Because it wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to fully immerse myself into, I was scared to do because I didn't think I was good enough. I wasn't getting compliments. I wasn't getting reassurance as much, and it was like, well, what else I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, well, fuck it, this is how I feel. I'm gonna do this, and that's a brave thing to say. Not that a lot of people can't do that. But instead of doing that, I was just like, all right, but I'm just gonna stick to this then, because what else I'm gonna do? I can't do music because nobody gonna take me seriously. And then now I'm at a point where I was like, I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah, you gotta do what make you happy.
Right. And not disrespect to nobody, but it's like I'm gonna do what I feel like is right in my heart, and when it works out, I just can't wait to say, "Told you so." And that's what I'm gonna do. And I feel like I got to that point now, and I've gotten to that point, and I had to look back at my moments and just even getting to Dormtainment. As far as like even sports, when I was on JV, one of the best players on my team, he went to UM. Shout out to Adrian Thomas. He told me, he was like, you're not making it. And I was like, huh? He's like, you're not making it. And I was like, damn, bro, why would you say that? And he was right. I didn't make it. And I remember just being like, damn, man, I got to make it.
Yeah.
I got to make it. And I remember that determination that I felt. And overcoming that and making the team and being on varsity and starting eventually. And then even like coming out here when I was leaving my house, all my family members sat me down and told me don't go. They said, Mikey, you gonna do this? You're gonna leave your mom? You know she depends on you, and made me like guilt me, like they weren't trying to be mean, but they were just trying to look out for my mom. But at the same time, instead of being like he's 20, he's a man, he needs to go out on his own.
You're projecting fears.
Mm-hmm.
They were projecting fears, and I could have been like, damn man, all these people I love telling me not to go.
I'm just gonna stay here.
I could have just stayed, and it would have been, I would have been there, and I probably would have never came out, because that was the only time I felt like that. It was like not only time, but that was that moment where it was like, if I don't do it now, I'm gonna be here forever, right? So that moment, when then coming out here, and then not out here, but to Atlanta, and starting with y'all, and then having people tell us, that shit ain't funny. Stop posting this on my page. Y'all suck. What is this? Mike, and then the same parents and people calling us. Why y'all don't stop? Fighting through that and having that same kind of like, I don't care. I don't care.
We gotta do it.
And we made it. You know what I'm saying? We made it. We did a lot. And I know we have a lot more to do. But if you could really like look back at what we've done, if it wasn't for us, a lot of shit wouldn't be in motion the way it is right now. And of course, a lot of other people had stuff to do with it. A lot of other creators. I'm not going to fault no other creators, because they were out there too. But a lot of it had to do with us, and I take pride in that. So for me to be a part of this, and to come from and to face all the things I had to face, to all the people I had to say I don't care to get here, I kind of have a confidence in myself when I feel this way. So that's, all of that said, that has to do with kind of the decision of me saying, all right, I gotta go all the way with this.
So it's more so I guess what the people was asking, like, are you still gonna help write and stuff like that? They just wanted to know, were you just leaving completely, or were you still pop in?
Right. I even this was I wasn't sure about, because it was like I had to think about this as well. Even when we had our first discussion, there was like a weekend in between. I was thinking like, what am I gonna do with these? What am I gonna do with these ideas? With these things that I think of that I feel like would be great. I'm not gonna want to just be like, I'm not doing that,
because it could be $1 million idea.
Right. I want to share that with y'all, and I want to still laugh and create stuff with y'all. So when I kind of talked to Cam the next day, I was like, I still see myself helping with ideas, and even if it's meeting once a week or every other week, and just being like, this is everything I was thinking about. Everybody say yes or no, whatever it is, and it was like, all right, cool. And if it's one idea that pops, we could all sit here and write it out. But as far as being on camera and trying to be funny and I just that don't necessarily make me happy. You know what I'm saying? It don't. Because I look at myself on camera and I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. Like, it's a lot of stuff I look at on camera and I'm like, there's a few things that I'm like, okay.
You think it was you, but now it's not you where you at?
No. I'm saying when I look at myself on camera, because I'm a harsh critic of acting, right? Like, I can tell when someone knows themselves and they like portray that on film. Like they're just so into that character that they just know themselves. Like, it's not even acting at that point. That person knows them. When I look at myself on camera acting, I'm like, that's not a.
You feel like it's not your best.
None of those characters are a real part of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm acting like someone who I think I should be acting like, right? So I don't necessarily rate myself as an actor, and and other people might think differently, and that's fine. I'm glad other people enjoy it. It's out there for the world to see forever. I'm not gonna be like, take all that down. I don't care about it. I gave to the community, to the world, as much as I could. And that was what it was in my heart at the time. But when I look back at it, I'm not, I don't necessarily be like, damn, man, I'm amazing. I could never stop. I'm like, damn. Turn that off, bro. Turn that off.
And it's subjective, because I think we'll look at it and be like, yo, this was funny, right? But you know what I'm saying? Right. So I think it's a subjective thing.
And that's how it should be. That's how, but for me, I want to be able to look at something, listen to something, and feel like, yeah, wow, I did that. Yeah. Oh shit, wow. I was in my zone. I was on one that day, and I've been doing music for probably only 4 years now. But coming from where I came from there and where I'm at now, I can hear myself and be like, ooh, damn, ooh, okay, I'm doing something. And it's moments. You know what I'm saying? It's not as consistent as
all growth,
but it's part of the growth. And I know I went from making bad songs for a year to making a good song every year.
Mike used to be yodeling in there, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of even when I look back at my acting, I'm like, damn, if I had the same determination I have in music with the acting, I would have figured this out eventually. I would have figured out, Mike, just be yourself. Talk in your tone. Don't yell. Don't, you know what I'm saying? But now I figured that out in music, and it's because I love it.
Yeah, and you're at a different place.
And I'm at a different place, and experiences I have, I want to write them. I feel like some of them are meant to be written, but most of them aren't. And a lot of them would make great songs. And every day when I come home, I have an experience. The first thing I want to do is try to write a song about it. I read a comment, someone makes me mad, I want to write a song about it. I make money on my foreign exchange, I want to write a song about it. You know, I've been saying, I get my girlfriend something that I can finally afford, or something nice, I want to write a song about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, though, you know, it's a vessel for me where I can just every day therapeutically get something out, and that makes me happy. And yeah, if I want to make money from it, and if I want to succeed in it, if I see myself like Michael Jackson, I see myself like Drake, and I don't care what nobody say and how y'all if y'all say I'm trash right now, I see myself like that, and I know because I do, I would get there. So I want to be 100% all the way in on it, and obviously I got to balance my life. So that doesn't mean all I'm going to do is music and shut myself down. There's going to be other parts of me that I could deliver and I could share to other people and to other things. And I want to deliver that piece that I still have left of ideas and comedy to the group. So whatever, if that's a producer role, if that's a guest role, whatever it is, as far as like just coming in and helping the group in doing some legwork in some things, I'm down for that.
You down for custodial work too? Or?
I mean, I have to. I'm still gonna live here, so that's answering that question. I'm still gonna be living here.
So it's more like stepping back than leaving out.
Yes, so you can consider it that, stepping back. But the thing is, I didn't want to just step back fully, and then the fans don't see me, and then they start speculating, and then they start asking, and then that's all the feed's about when I drop a video.
Like, where you at, dude?
Are you not part of? You know what I'm saying? I just wanted it to be like a clean, clear-cut thing. Like, hey, I don't want to do this no more. But if you know, talking about it afterwards is like, okay, there is a part of me that still wants to help and still like, this is a great vessel, I think, you know, Dormtainment. And if I have ideas that could help the group, like if it was a thing where it was like everybody was just like firing off and I was like, oh shit, I definitely don't have to be here. And I might step back fully. But I feel like a lot of, like you guys said the other day, you know, like man, you said it, me stepping back kind of worries you because I do some, I do workload, you know, I have a workload that I contribute, and I would hate to just be like, I'm not doing none of that no more, y'all. Figure it out. I still feel like I can help in a lot of those ways, just not being on camera, and I think that actually helps more.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean,
I think y'all. I feel like y'all are funnier on y'all when y'all are just on camera. Honestly, sometimes you know I feel like coming in as a thing and here and there, like even like our big scripts we writing now. Like I feel like you guys are better in those roles, and then having me or whatever just being like a funny thing or even just helping with the writing and the direction is where I stand stronger.
well, yeah. So that's.
I disagree with that. I don't know about that. I feel like you know the big reason, of course, obviously, you came to us with this a year ago, the first time.
Yeah, maybe.
It was like a year ago. Mike came to us and was telling us he was having these feelings about possibly, you know, leaving the group and stepping back and just focusing on music. And we kind of talked him out of it a bit, in the sense that, you know, we told him that, you know, he is talented at what he does and what he brings to the group, and that, you know, we didn't want to see that shut off. And I think a lot of fans don't want to see that shut off. And then, you know, when you came back around this time, I was kind of like, you know, what can you say at that point? It's like you don't want to hold a person back, you know, and this goes to being in a group, having a group dynamic, having a team, a brotherhood, whatever you want to call it, is you want to make sure everybody's able to shine. Everyone feels the freedom and accessibility to do what they need to do to be their best selves. And, you know, you've always been the type since you first joined, you know, came on, you were making moves. You always want to search. Oh, I want to make a big move. I want to try something new. You go into, even from going to college for the first time to when you started your job, to quitting for Dormtainment, then getting into DJing, and then you've always done a variety of things. And so I could tell just because we know you that you're a person of variety. You're a person that likes to try and go out into the world and do things, and you are you are a talented solo act as well. So I understand you want to go out there and have people see your shine on your own, and I get that. But we still, at the end of the day, this group we were always planning on, let's build up to where we can build up to. Everybody then gets the freedom to do what they want to do. And then we can come back together, Voltron back up, and do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt like as a team, we're like the Power Rangers or any superhero team, that you have members go away for a while and come back when it's time to squad up and do what you got to do. And I always feel, that's what we can do. You know what I'm saying? There was another group member, obviously Tay, who was in the group, and that didn't end well, right? It wasn't what's the word I'm looking for? Amicable.
Amicable.
Yeah. Amicable. Yeah, amicable. It wasn't it wasn't necessarily an amicable split.
Yeah.
And we, and that took some healing for us. We didn't handle it well in terms of the information we got out to y'all. Yeah. And everybody till this day, people ask, where's Tay? Where's Tay? Where's Tay? And there's a lot of reasons we don't speak about that too, is because, we want to just make sure we don't have ill will towards that man.
Yeah.
We don't. Okay. We in many ways, I still love him like a brother. I haven't talked to him in some years now. But there's no one in this group that I don't love, I don't cherish, and I don't hope the best for. When we with him, when we split, I'm not trying to make this all about him right now, but it was bad times, and I never wanted to see him fail at what he wants to do in life.
And we were still in a growing, like, personally, like, everybody was in that's when we just started reading, like, the 4 agreements and just started, like, trying to.
That was a tough time.
It was a lot going on.
It was a lot going. It was a lot going on. Maybe that true Hollywood story will come out someday. But as it goes for Mike, this is just very different.
Yeah.
And we want to make that clear. This is very different. This is still a person that literally lives with us, and I will still be going to your room to see what you're working on, and he'll still come in here when I'm writing something or anybody's writing something. I'm always thinking of everybody. So it's like, yeah, okay, when a person like Mike is saying, yo, he wants to take a step back, that's all the freedom. But when I'm writing something, I'm going to hit you up and be like, yo, block these dates off. I need you to because I know what you can bring to the table, and that's why I disagree with you when you say you like it better with us up there. Nah, you are a major part of bringing out the funny and everything.
You are up there.
You are. That's what I said.
I agree with the writing, but I ain't gonna lie, man. My acting, I don't like my acting, man. At least not right now. And I feel like eventually I'll get to a comfortable space, but I just be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I've tried to hone in on acting, and I've just been like, this is
right. But I'm talking about even like but your characters. That's dependent more on funny, and you've always brought that. When we see you play ref as you know what I'm saying.
I think moments like that I would feel
is hilarious.
Right.
And there's nothing that has nothing to do with finding your personal
right. That's me mimicking.
Exactly. That's comedy.
I can do that all day. I can do that all day. That's
the shit. Like, yo, we might need you for it.
And that's the thing. Like, people who listen to this podcast will know. But I'm glad it's not. I wish more people listen to the podcast, but the select few people, they'll know. But I feel like me jumping in as characters will always be the funniest thing. Is that Mike? And we can when our budget is to the point where we can get makeup,
That's gonna be ignorant.
And they go, is that Mike? Like
I see what
You
you're
see what I'm
saying.
saying? Like,
the one dude that's always like, oh shit, that was him in the background. Oh, dude,
right.
that,
It was the dude that
one
left the
scene.
group that's always in everything.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
right.
I feel like stuff like that is funny for us to do. And I'm still doing this. I'm literally doing the same thing, but I was able to take enough time for myself and make it clear what I'm trying to do to the world and to the universe, so that I can put that energy in that direction.
Yeah.
But then that extra energy that I have, I still want to be able to devote it to a group of guys who bring the rest of the energy.
And you always just know if you need bars, you just hit me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Always.
Come on, you already know.
So I already know what songs.
Ain't that right, Ken?
Mike, just keep doing what you do. There's way better talent out there that you could work
You know
with.
what I'm saying?
There's no reason to look back when you can look forward.
Hit me, I'll come to the booth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't worry about Ken. It's always
Take
a
this
hater in the
saying I
group.
should be focusing on Big Sean. And,
Yeah,
Kendrick.
Yeah.
not. All right.
Rome
Damn,
needs to
man.
focus on like hosting.
Y'all some haters. Y'all some
Damn,
haters.
bro. I was going, but now they got me.
Hey, I'm gonna sneak in your room. Don't tell nobody. I'm just come through.
See, and then every time you do that, and you come in here with these trash ass intros, I'm gonna be like, "See, you focus more on music in there."
I guess I'm last to go.
Yeah.
As I've known Mike since 12, when we were inches shorter. Shit, when my dick was inches smaller. It's just, as I always say when we have this conversation, it's not shocking to me. He's always been this way since I've known him. He's always trying something new, always going for something new, always been multi-talented. So it's not shocking to me. And if this,
Always been multi.
Yeah, multi.
I mean, in my eyes. Now, when it comes to the sports thing, it's a little shaky.
go.
There. It's a little
Right.
shaky
There
there.
you go.
Did you ever see him play basketball?
Yeah,
Come on, man. I had good games in front of you, Cam.
I definitely.
When Cam came to the game, it was like your dad comes to the game. Oh, I got to show out.
Oh, here
He's
comes-
gonna talk trash if I don't.
I seen him play when I'm beating him, one-on-one a lot of times,
That don't count. I'm talking about in my games, in regulation games, I
You
put up
doing
10,
your
I put up
thing.
10, 11 points for the
I'm
Cam.
gonna tell you what. One of my favorite things to see Mike do, I rarely ever get to see him do. I just like to see Mike sprint. That's one of my favorite things to see Mike sprint.
Why am I so
It's just funny, but that's a whole.
'Cause he's long?
That's another podcast. So when
That's hilarious.
he kept saying you want to do music, he's more like a brother to me. I've known this man since 12. Like we used to be at my house, we eating breakfast. My mom coming in, y'all want pizza? No, we want pizza. So whatever makes him happy, be happy. But still in my heart, no matter what he says, and this could just be me being selfish, I know it's still in there. I know it when he tell his jokes.
Comedy,
When he tell his jokes, when he come up with his ideas, it's still in there. Of course, music is where love is the real passion, but I know the comedy is still in him, and that's why I like this is more like stepping back than a full on like this gone. Because when you don't have love for something, you'll just straight up go. Like I don't watch wrestling anymore. Like it's done. My love for wrestling is done. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
But I know it's in him. Like if when we get the big movies, he's gonna be there. It's like how you say you always write for people. I know because it's still in you. But the day to day, I get that part. But
But you just don't want to be able to give that person the space to make sure they feel happy.
yeah, because if you don't, then nothing's gonna be come from. It's like Rodman when you watch the Jordan dog.
Yeah.
They understood that okay, this guy when it's time to come on the court, he gonna show up, but you got to let him go and be free and give him more freedoms than the other people because that's the only way they're great
Yep.
at anything. So.
Mike in here fucking on Carmen Electra.
That's what I'm saying. I'm the Dennis Rodman.
So that's the way I look at it. I don't look at it like he's fully leaving. It's just like stepping back, a reduced role, and when it's time, you'll show up. I ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's just a different time again, like with the world we're in, it's tough to see, like we're in a discussion now with the Redskins,
Come on, man. Let's talk about serious.
Hold
shit,
on,
man. Come on.
hold on. Before
We having a serious conversation. You want to bring it?
Hold on, God damn it.
Trash ass niggas.
Hold on.
You done ruined the whole goddamn mood.
Oh man.
But they are in talks right now about changing their name. You know what I'm saying? That's a big discussion. Changing the Redskins name, and that's a big company.
You need to change your record because y'all keep losing. That's what you
Shut
need
the
to
fuck
change.
up, dog. I'm trying to have a serious discussion.
Oh man.
talking this negative talk. So, you know, when I think about Dormtainment, you know, and I think about, you know, we've had talks about changing our name. We've had talks about, like, you know, rebranding and doing something different for a while. Never could conclude on something. At one point, we had a new name called The Six. And then Drake took that name. All right, I had a name called The Six. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool.
Drake took the name, and then also we lost a member.
Yeah. So that wasn't a good move.
That's why I like no more names that get you stuck in somewhere. That was the whole issue. The name itself I like, but I like we gonna be stuck again, and then it would have been bad again.
Yeah. So now my new name is The Five.
The Five.
Oops. Can't name that no more.
Did you say that for real?
No, I'm just fucking around. But
so the 4.5.
But nah, just really thinking about it, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we don't know what's next.
All I know is that we're all friends and we're all good friends. You know what I'm saying? And I think we always want to work with each other. Maybe not Cam, but I think that, you know, that's what matters the most to me. Like, comparing it back to that football team, it's like a lot of people are arguing about a name. They said they'll never follow a team again if they change their name. And I'm like, who cares? Are you rooting for that name
or the team,
or the actual thing, the team, the organization you're going for? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that with us. No matter what we change, how the team changes, or how we can always, we're always still us. You know what I'm saying? We're always going to be a group of guys that do comedy and do a bunch of different crafts and artistries. And we always try to come back together to do something great. And that's how I think we'll stand.
And with that being said, we actually have an opportunity on the table right now that we talked about. So we here. So we working.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where we at.
Keeping it moving.
And we just trying to figure out the next move as we go.
Yep.
But we just wanted to get on here and let Mike talk and let you guys, you know, listen. So
you want to stay for the rest of the podcast? Or you got
what y'all talking about?
man,
it's all on the board. It's a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what.
All right. Well,